Let's get into it, baby. This is Travel and Bang back again. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games here to talk about the dark arts of seduction and the nuance of game. I'm glad you came. This is the one and only Fritz Edelweiss. Thanks for rocking with me back again. Before we get into it, I need to hit up my sponsor. You know who it is. You know who it is. It's Anabolic Outlaws, your #1 fitness and bodybuilding authority for pro-hormone supplementation in North America, by the way. Check them out. They have a large, never-ending inventory of things I think every man can benefit from. Every man need to be in the gym, by the way. And also check your doctor. Make sure you're healthy enough to take these products. It is at www.aonutrition.shop. There we go, baby. Okay, so I've been getting a lot of email feedback, and you know, it's kind of like 50-50. 50% of men, they just want to do the Humpty Hump. It's like they come to me like, hey, look, I'm not ready for all that serious stuff. I just want to meet a woman, hang out, have fun, and hook up. Give me the configuration, give me the secret sauce, the ingredients, how to do that, right? Then the other 50% of men actually are what they call purple pill. They really would like to meet a woman that they can, they can invest in. A woman that they're attracted to, not just in looks, but personality, charisma, they want to fall in love. I hate to use that old cliche saying. They want to fall in love, but they realize that you can see it statistically that most long-term monogamous relationships, they don't last, okay? As in Germany, we say they get ausgelutscht. Ausgelutscht means sucked dry. And so the main questions I get is, how do you not get in a situation where the relationship becomes ausgelutscht? Okay? First, before I get into I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm a 40-year-old man, U.S. Army, combat veteran, been around the world. I know a little something, something. OG, baby. But I want to talk about the reality is, we all know it. You just don't see it. Whatever happened to love? Whatever happened to romance? You can see the difference, right? Now where we're at versus, I hate to time travel. I hate to be Marty McFly and get in the DeLorean and go back in the past and then come back to the future. But I have to call it the way it is. Even when I was younger, okay? And go back to the 90s when I was a teenager, when I was coming up, you had a large, even society, you had a reflection of how people viewed love and romance. It was called R&B music, okay? BET, whether you were a black, white, Hispanic, back then you watched The Quiet Storm. All these R&B groups singing about love and dedication, loyalty. And yeah, you had some I Want to Get Freaky With You type of songs too, but a lot of the R&B, they focused in on love, romance, long-term, monogamous, you're my boo, I'm your man, let's ride out, you understand? And you see how that changed. You don't have a Quiet Storm hour anymore on that channel, you know what I mean? On any channel, you don't see it. You don't even see that many R&B groups out anymore. Forget all R&B, you don't even see it in rock music. You don't see it in other genres. Not pop, corny, bubblegum music, singing about bubblegum puppy love. I'm talking about some stuff you can take serious. You just don't see it. It's not being reflected within the entertainment industry at all. And I think that has to do with where we're at now. Traditional sense of romance and love, when you met somebody, she fully focused on you, you fully focused on her, you were building, you were investing, there were no head games, you know what I mean? And it was just a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? You didn't have any doubts or any fear that she was gonna monkey branch to another guy or she'd lose interest. I've been there. I know that era because I was in that era. You know what I mean? Where 90% of the time when you met a woman, an attractive woman who was feeling you, you was feeling her. It was it. You know what I mean? If you were going to break up, it probably happened 6 months, or worst case scenario, you break up early, it'd be a year later you break up, right? And I'm talking about, this is when I was young. I've been through different situations like that. Now you reflect. Let's reflect to now. You just don't see that. You analytics, statistic reports, and even people just on the street are saying that they don't even get to have relationships that go past 30 days. They're so embarrassed by it. They usually lie. They usually tell people when they ask how long you've been with the person before you broke up. They lie, men and women. They say, oh, 3 months. Oh, we were together 6 months. And then you realize later, you find out like, nah, you only been kicking it 3 to 4 weeks. This is not their fault. This is where we're at right now. What happened to love? What happened to romance? What happened to that? Well, it's the advent of the internet. I don't want to blame it on the internet. I love the internet. I'm just as hooked to it as anybody else. It has really brought the world together. Fingertips, on your fingertips, boom, bada, bing. But it also has a toxic side. It gives the illusion, not just us men, but to women, the illusion of a never-ending menu. You know what I mean? So this puts us in a situation where we're like the fat girl, you know, who just smoked a blunt and has the munchies, and she wants to eat a never-ending crescendo of bonbons. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem. That's a problem. So that means we don't have the attention span that we used to, because it's impossible. Here's an example, and I'm going to relate this to what I'm saying is, I'm friends, you know what I mean, with a supermodel. I'm friends, she's the #1 gothic supermodel, okay, internationally renowned globally. Now, because she knows a lot of people, I'm cool with her, she's cool with me, but we can never have really a tight, super tight friendship, relationship, intimacy, or whatever, because she just meets too many people. There's just too many people coming at her for her to be able to streamline that attention span to every different, you know, to everybody equally. It's impossible, okay? It's just the same reason why even in this sort of situation of friendship, even us men, we can only streamline enough attention span to maybe 3, maybe 4 dude friends, and really as homies. Anything past that, these people are acquaintances. You only have enough, okay, hardwired energy to donate to a certain amount of people. And you see what I'm getting at with the internet? The same thing. It's too much. It's too much. It's the same reason why on the dating app, you try to talk to a chick and she's chatting with you, and all of a sudden, a day later, she's not interested. She unmatched you because she has 50 to 100 other guys she's chit-chatting with. She loses interest. She moves on. This is not like before. This is what killed romance and love. Because before, you had a small selection, you had a village-sized selection, women as well, of women had selection of men. They met at the bars, or, you know, meetings, gatherings, sorority meetings where they met frat brothers, whatever. But that's different now. Now you have a never-ending menu when you pull out the phone. It gives you that illusion. So it tricks people into not committing. You understand? And the trick is, to get past that, is to be able to say, no, you have to commit to it. Like, this is exactly, I want to streamline my attention span to this person before I move on to the other and the other. You know what I mean? Or at least don't go past 3. Don't go past 3 where you're streamlining your attention when you talk to people, okay? Okay, so when you get in a situation, okay, when you're dating and you want to turn this into a monogamous long-term relationship, gentlemen, this is what you got to do, okay? First of all, you have to understand that you have to master the ability not to be outcome dependent, okay? You got to do this. I know this is so hard, not to become outcome dependent, meaning you're already visualizing in your brain, in your thoughts of how you think it's going to turn out to be. As soon as you do that, you will jinx the whole dating relationship that you're having with that woman. Do not do that. Keep your thoughts blank. Just let it roll. Let it play out. Do you understand that? Because if you are outcome dependent, you're going to be disappointed, because I guarantee you most of the time it's never going to happen the way I don't know if it's a quantum physics type of theory behind it, but it will never be exactly like what you imagine it to be. You jinx yourself. Just don't do that, okay? Okay, scarcity mindset. It kills everything. It kills everything. Let me explain. Scarcity mindset is men being needy. How many dudes, clients that come to me, the dudes who are chasing women, literally chasing women, guess what happens with the scarcity mindset? You're communicating to the woman, you want her more than she wants you, equals Punani is drier than the Sahara Desert. She's not wanting to hang out with you or be around you anymore. Do you understand that? Okay? And that's why, and I know I can already hear it, how do you not go there? Well, because we're human, we're only human. Of course you're gonna fall into a needy state of mind, a scarcity mindset where you're like, I want her, I want her, I want her, I wanna be with her, I wanna hold her, I wanna I wanna Humpty Hump all the time when I see her. Oh, when is she gonna call? Is she gonna call? You know what I mean? It's like a cake in the oven. You're like, is it baked yet? Is it baked yet? You always check and open the oven. The cake never bakes then, right? Well, that's why, gentlemen, I always say, you have to have a purpose. Most men are still not listening to this advice. It's the oldest cliche player game advice. A pimp told me, and I'm gonna tell you, gotta have a purpose in life, okay? The woman can't be your purpose. The woman is only there to be on the roller coaster of life with you to enjoy the ride. She can't be the main focus. Women don't want to be the main focus. They would like to think that they're main focus. They would like you to make them feel like they're the main focus, but they don't want to really be the main focus. You gotta have a mission in life, a career, a job, something that your main streamline energy goes to. And when you do that, you know what I mean? You're in a state of, you fall in a state of an abundance mindset. You understand? Even if you're not in a state of abundance, you know what I mean? Trick yourself into believing you are in a state of abundance. Remember, Godfather of Red Pill, Rollo Tomassi said, women want to be with a man that other men want to be like, and other women want to hump. You understand? Women want to be with a man that other men want to be like, and a man that other women want to hump. They don't want you to cheat on them, but they want to know that if you wanted to, you had the option to do that because you're a sought after man. Okay? So that we got that covered. Let's hit the trifecta, okay? And we'll wrap this up. The trifecta, the first one is seduction. Gentlemen, seduction doesn't happen through the words you say, the eye contacts. That's the front end seduction. Let's talk about the back end seduction. The back end seduction is, it will only happen when you're not together. You see these dudes are handcuffing their chicks, their girlfriends. They want to be with her at every waking moment, tied to the hip. You know what I'm saying? And they suffocate. They suck all the air out of the relationship. She feels suffocated. She's like, you know what I mean? What happens? The woman is not even sexually aroused anymore because, you know what I mean? You're constantly around the woman. You know what the old saying goes? Familiarity breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt is real. It's real. Real seduction can only happen through the time that you're not together, that you're apart. By the way, I'm not green lighting long-term relationships. These forever long-term relationships where the person just sees the person once every 6 months, forever and ever. Not green lighting that. But I'm saying you guys have some time apart. When I see dudes, like, you know what I mean? Even married couples, they're around each other all the time. They work together, blah, blah, blah. They act all smiling stuff. And I'm telling you, in reality, it's killing the relationship. Seduction happens time apart. You gotta give time apart. You gotta give her time to wonder about you. You have to give that space so she misses you. Without that, true seduction does not happen. You understand? Next one, dímelo, okay, is safety. From an evolutionary standpoint, there's no way to escape this reality. A woman wants to feel safe in your presence. How many men out there have been in the, with a woman and actually verbally expressed it. Oh, I just feel so safe when I'm around you. Do you understand that? This is so vital that she feels safe. Once again, this is how your life is configured as well. You know what I mean? It's not just safe because you're strong, you're physically buff. It also means you got your shite together, baby. Last one is frame control. Ever since I read the book by Neil Strauss, The Game, The Secret Society of Pickup Artists, he really focused on the frame, controlling the frame. And basically how I sum it up is your life is like a movie, okay? Your life is a movie. And you need to be the action star of your movie. You need to be Vin Diesel. You need to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, proverbially. So let the woman step into your frame. Bring her into your frame. You know what I mean? And make that a high definition color movie. You know what I mean? Make it entertaining. Woman does not want you to step into her frame all the time. Once again, this correlates to the seduction, to leadership, to being more alpha. You know what I mean? Control the frame. Guide the conversations. Give her the equal ability to give her opinions and also tell her side of the story, animated, her opinions, her theories, whatever. It's a 50-50 conversation all the time. But cruise control. Take that stress, take that boulder off her shoulder. Let her enter your frame and control the frame. When you control the frame, what you're also doing is projecting. You're projecting exactly what you want her to see about you as a man. Follow a plan, travel and bang, and travel and bangers, you will never go wrong. I swear to God, you try it out. Try my advice out. Asombroso. It's on.